Hello and welcome. Marlene here with a game that was recommended to me, a demo of a game that's coming out in 2023 called Slay the Princess, and it's supposed to be a bit of a horror game, as you can see here. Yeah, the art style looked very interesting, so I'm very curious to try it out, and I do enjoy going in completely blind, so as usual, no idea what we're going to see, so let's just start. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, ooh. Get to make choices in this game. Awesome. Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I mean, that makes sense.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
I feel like I'm gonna need some more information.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Whew. Have you ever considered that maybe I am okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Yeah, I'm indifferent.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
No, I mean,
right?
To be fair, if I had the power to stop the world ending, I mean, I'd use it. There's lots of people who love the world. I do love the world, but, I mean, if it ended out of my control, eh. Let's see. Jeez. I'll just walk towards the cabin. Let's talk to the princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
That's true.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. Let's go. Let's meet this princess who's going to end the world.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sounds kind of messy, but okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
That's if I slay the princess. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live down there.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Let's go.
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Anyone else feel like the narrator is the manipulator here? Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Let's just continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
For now. That is, if you are speaking reason. I don't frickin' know. Aw.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. Should we just steal our nerves and step forward? Yeah.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal your
Oh,
resolve.
she looks pissed.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Easy. You're chained to a
I'm
wall.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Ooh, she's not wrong.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Fuck.
End this.
Okay. Slay the princess. Oh, I'm gonna regret it, aren't I? I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Yeah.
Oh? Threatened now, are we?
No.
You poor thing. Drop the knife. And of course we can talk.
She's kind of condescending. I don't quite like that. Like, I have a knife. Why are you freaking talking down to me like this? I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Let's just do this. Let's just try to kill her. We can always play again, right? Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
I mean, that is the job of the narrator. It makes sense.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Oh shit.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Oh, she looks all sweet and innocent now.
This was fun.
Huh?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, I never thought it would be this easy.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Fury.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, this is what it
If you
said at the
don't,
beginning, right?
It would.
Okay, she's going to kill me again. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. That is very much me. so I had to
I
say it.
have one last warning for you.
Oh, yeah?
She will lie, she will cheat.
Oh, I know. We
she
did
will...
through this.
It's not her lies that'll stop us.
Voice of the broken.
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
Do we have multiple voices in our head? Voice of the hero and voice of the...
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
Okay. Proceed into the cabin. There's definitely 2 voices. I wonder if every time we get a new voice. This is strange.
The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only
Yeah, we
item
saw
of the
this.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this
Yep.
right.
Let's try going in without the blade. Maybe she won't be as threatened.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her fierce voice.
Who's there?
It's somehow even fiercer than it was before. Of
Yeah, voice of the
course it
broken.
is. Don't let it intimidate you. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed. Why even bother with the knife? It wouldn't have done us any good. We should just give up and pledge ourselves to her. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
That is not my plan, though. Ooh.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time?
Yeah.
It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering
Ooh.
when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
No. What? Oh, that was it? Oh. That was very good voice acting, and the art, very appealing. I liked it. That's what made me want to download it the second I searched up the game. It looked good. Let's try it one more time and make some different decisions. I'm gonna say sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's
Get in that cabin. Let's go.
the interior
Get
of the
the knife.
cabin. The blade.
Take the blade. Let's just go and do it. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh, she sounds so sweet when the horns haven't come out yet. Hi, girl.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
So, why'd you bring a knife with you?
Let's try dropping
How
it
about
this
you drop
time.
it and then we can
Yeah.
chat?
Okay.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a
Yeah,
threat.
clearly.
Don't you dare.
Oh, narrator, I'm doing it.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of
True.
us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah. Sure. Hi.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Look at those big, beautiful eyes. How could she be evil?
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Maybe.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't
That's
trust her.
exactly what I was thinking. Let's see. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? I have to say it.
don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
It's true. Yeah. Makes sense. How would I get you out of here? Oh, I don't want to say that yet. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No. Because you'll end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
This is talking. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out
I'm
of her.
noticing this. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't
Oh,
bother.
look at her. She looks nervous.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Ooh, like cut the chains? Because I don't think it's sharp enough for that.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting,
I
right?
don't know. What is
She is. I'm sure of it.
what does she want to do with the knife? I don't know. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No.
You know why
I
you're
know.
here.
Ugh. I mean, if you just gave me some good answers, girl. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. We can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Oh, really?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Let's help her escape. Okay, let's get you out of here.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
I'm not.
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, I know.
No, you're doing the right
No,
thing.
we're not.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If someone was able to chain her up, shouldn't they have been able to kill her if they obviously understand the danger she poses? Also, there was not very much upstairs in this cabin. It was very empty, but we'll look if we can. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Fuck.
Is someone else here?
Yeah. Probably the person who locked the princess down here. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Shit.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
God damn it. Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yeah, return to the bottom of the stairs. Fine.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Excuse me, I already tried that.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
No, not for me. Hey, girl.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay, I was kind of wondering if maybe she's talking about cutting off her hand. I don't want to do that.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm doing it, though. Oh,
Against your
God.
better judgment, place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding
Oh,
chain.
lovely. Look at my nails. What am I? Look at my freaking scaly skin. I noticed that earlier, but... Oh.
You cut into her flesh.
Ew. Get it done.
The blade is sharp
Ew.
and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. The princess clutches the wound, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Okay, we're friends, right?
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Ooh, yes, let's get out of here together. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
What are you gonna do there, narrator? You're just a voice.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait, you can't just control me.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just
Yeah.
do that. Watch me.
Oh, wait, warn her.
Stop that.
I do what I want.
Oh. I thought this was a little too easy.
No, don't hurt me.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess dodges.
Girl, I'm not in control, okay?
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here.
I don't think so, Mr. Narrator. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
You're doing your best to help me,
Yeah.
aren't you? I can see the conflict in
Girl,
your
I'll
eyes.
try.
I'll make this quick.
No, don't hurt me, though.
She knocks your legs out
Shit.
from under you with a swift kick. You didn't even see it coming. You fall to the ground, the wind leaving your lungs all at once in a violent puff, and her knee settles on your throat. You try to gasp for air, but she pushes on your windpipe with weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. You won't draw another breath. When she manages to escape from this place and brings ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happening. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Dang, no.
Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
Been here, done that. Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and
Yeah,
you're
we've
here
been through
to
this. Okay, wait. Hasn't started happened. Let's just say screw this. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Seriously?
Yes.
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Out of here. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see.
I guess we will.
Yeah, you're damn right, narrator. Let's go.
She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Voice of the doubting. Yep, that's me. I'm that voice.
Did you just say the word wink out loud?
I'll do it again, too. Wink, wink.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Yep, proceed to the cabin. Wait, didn't I not take the knife with me last time? How did I have the
The
knife?
interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty. The air stale and musty.
Yep.
The blade is...
Let's take the knife this time, but let's...
You take the blade
Oh
from
no, I
it.
did bring it and I dropped it. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice
Hello?
It's even more hypnotizing than before.
Oh, I skipped past it. It changed a little bit. She stuttered.
Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love.
Ooh.
For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You
Aw.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes
She
with
looks
the princess.
smaller.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
Oh yeah, she looks very little.
You.
Hi.
I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Yeah. No. Ah. Oh, I'm looking forward to this game. This is fun. There are so many different options. And honestly, after that demo, I think it's going to be more fun to try to help her. That was unexpected and enjoyable. Oh, yeah, I'll keep my eye on this one. That was a unique experience. I don't think I've ever played a game like that. What did you guys think? Is it a game you'd be interested in seeing in its entirety? I think it's a game I'd have to play many times, but I don't know what it's going to be like. I should probably play it one more time. Let's play it one more time. Let's try going in without taking the blade. Because we use the knife to get her free. I'm curious what will happen if we don't have the knife. Because I think I dropped it last time. I thought I just didn't take it, but...
Her voice.
Hello?
Don't let it fool you.
I'm here to save you!
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
I just really enjoy pissing off the narrator. It's too fun.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
No, girl, I got you.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
On my way, girl. Except the only problem is I don't have a key.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever?
I
Really?
hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
About that.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get a little more information out of her since I didn't bring a knife. Oh, you can go get the blade. I can't believe they're keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
I like it difficult.
Thank you.
Aw.
You're making a huge mistake.
Shut up, narrator. Do what I want.
You're doing the right thing.
Yep.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key... Do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Girl, I do not want to do that again. That was horrible. She's so innocent though when you play along with her. It's cute.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Especially for a demon lady.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
I like to
You
think...
attempted to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the
Oh
top,
yeah,
someone else here.
we're getting locked down again. Try the door. Let's just return to the bottom of the stairs, because we already know what happens there.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
But she can't kill me this time because she's not going to let loose.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Girl, I know you're ready to kill me in a moment.
She barely
Oh my
hesitates
god,
before
woman!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing
Look at
through
the
her limb with
eyes.
the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yeah, dude, don't do that because the narrator just takes over anyway and gets you killed. Free the... Oh, that's the only option I have, though. Let's do it. Free the princess.
Fine. Against your
Oh my
better
god, I
judgment,
want to see this
you
again.
place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
She's got blood on her mouth. Good detail.
You cut
Lovely.
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, I think this time we do it. We do what we have to do. Approach
No.
the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, I didn't even get a choice to try. Shit. Alright. Slay the bitch.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
Am I wearing leaves? Is that leaves on my arm?
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
She pissed.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Oh, she's gonna eat us.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh, lovely.
You collapse to
Oh my
the
gosh.
floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right?
Her eyes look freaky.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark.
And you die. Yep. But wait. Chapter 2, The Beast.
You're on a path in the... You're here.
She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, let's not tell the narrator.
I can still feel each and every puncture and laceration. That beast hurt us, but we're going to hurt her back.
Her voice would be obsessed. I like you.
Oh, is there another one of us in here?
Yep. Just bring on more voices.
Good. It seems like your head's in the right place. If you can all just stay focused on the task at hand, the princess will be good and slain in no time at all.
Alright, silently proceed to the cabin. Let's just turn around and leave. Let's see what happens
Seriously?
there. Yeah.
You're just going to...
Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine.
See ya.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
This is what I've always wanted to do in a game. Just leave. Just go. Fuck
That's
it.
strange.
Oh.
It looks like this path also...
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yep.
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Dies? I don't care. I'm just gonna die too. Quietly continue. Oh, you're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Well, unlucky for you, Mr. Narrator. I ain't got no maturity. I'm out. Screw you.
But fine.
Screw the
Turn
cabin.
around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh, let me guess. Oh, there's a cabin at the top of the hill all of a sudden. Fuck.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Well, ain't the universe funny? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this
There's
place.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Well, that's too bad. I'm used to making the wrong choices. I'm an expert at
And
making
here
the wrong
we go.
choices.
As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Well, let me guess. I appear in the cabin.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realise that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fraction of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
Dude, I don't know.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
He's got me there.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Dude, I do what I want.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but the world hasn't ended yet. Just leave her in the cabin. Chapter 2, again? The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh my
and
god,
at
am
the
I
end
going
of that
crazy?
path, you're here.
Oh my god. I don't even have the option to leave this time. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
He remembers.
Screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
New favorite voice, the contrarian.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful.
Did it?
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Alright, don't you worry, I'll gladly slay the princess. She's got
Such
it coming.
magnificent gusto.
Yes.
We'll all be in the clear in no time.
It's not like I have a
I
freaking
have
choice. Look at the
one
wall.
answer. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from...
Yeah,
Maybe
you
we
said
should
this.
believe her.
Agreed, contrarian.
Maybe she isn't a liar.
Agreed, hero.
Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it.
Yep, just like me. Let's get in there.
The interior of the
moves.
cabin is odd,
Yeah.
the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yep,
If he
take the
wants us
blade.
to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
True, contrarian. True. Can we?
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here.
Oh, dang it, hero.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement. Let's get this over with.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old...
Yep.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Hello. Is someone there?
She's singing.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
Oh, she's confusing the narrator now too.
What is she?
She's my
I
lady.
think we'd all like to know.
Agreed, contrarian.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Oh shit, what are we gonna see?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. She locks eyes with you,
Ooh.
one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord.
Oh
Something in her
god.
neck bulges,
Ooh.
roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
No, I wanted to see more. Dang. Okay, that playthrough right there just like amped me up way more for this game. That was hilarious and fun. And then she got really creepy at the end there. I wanted to see more of that. So I definitely think I'll be getting this game when it comes out. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more like it, please subscribe. I would love that. And ultimately, don't be a stranger. I hope to see you next time. Bye.